It is time, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Shsl Blaze coming at you guys with yet another video. I'm very excited about this one. This is a sequel video to the video that I made about 2 weeks ago called 5 Things I Want to See in the New Danganronpa Game. Loved that video. A lot of you guys loved it too. There was over 35,000 views. Ladies and gentlemen, if we could run the numbers up like that on this video, let's go. Like, y'all would be spoiling me. Y'all always spoil me, by the way. Thank you so much. And I think we had over like 3,000 likes or something like that. So thank y'all so much. I was super humbled when I saw that. I was like, oh my God, my viewers are out here supporting your boy. Thank you guys so much. Much love. Anyways, with all the thanks aside, you guys are amazing. You guys know what I like to do. So I basically wanted to make that video interactive. So I told you guys to drop comments down below on what you guys would want to see in the new Danganronpa game. A lot of you guys commented. There was a lot of likes on comments. And it was amazing. Like, literally, the feedback on that video was crazy. Literally 1.3 thousand comments that I had to read. I had to read all of them, legitimately. And if you got a heart on the comment, and this goes for all of my videos, if you ever comment on any of my videos and you get a heart by me, then that means that I read your comment for sure. Like, low key, that's why I do that. I heart people's comments because I want people to know that I actually read their comment. So yeah, that's what the hearts are for me. That's what they mean for me. So if you ever get that, just know that that means I read it. All right. So I love you guys. Yep. So even if you aren't in this video, which a lot of you guys aren't going to be because I'm not doing 1.3 thousand comments, all right? That's just too much. I'm gonna be reading the top ones, all right? That's what I'm gonna be doing today. But hopefully I read most of your guys' comments. I hope I hearted your comment. If I didn't, I'm so sorry. If I didn't include you in the video, I'm so sorry. You guys are all beautiful people to me. And let's go ahead and just jump into the video. I don't got much time, but I want to go ahead and, you know, read as many comments as possible. So let's make this intro short, all right? So let's jump into it. All right, so the first comment is from Lufu. And they said, Protag dying, but instead of it being a female protagonist and them getting executed, it starts off with male Protag and they become a victim. If you guys have played V3, you already know why this is a funny joke. I like this. I like that. And if that were to happen, that would legitimately be a running joke in the series. Seriously, I would love to see that. I would crack up laughing if that were to happen. If we started off with a male Protag and then they got executed and we ended off with a female one, that'd be super freaking funny, dude. Like, Kodaka, I would literally crown him as king of Danganronpa after that. That'd be a good one. I haven't seen that in any fan games so far, so I would be laughing. And it seems like a lot of you guys would like to see that too, because that comment had 948 likes. So y'all would really be rolling, just like I would be if that were to happen. So yeah, and you know, on top of that, it just shows you how much upset people literally were about Kaede getting executed. Literally. All right, so the next comment is from Mabibora Akarajola. I can't say your name. So bad. I said it so bad. I love you. I love you so much. I don't know how to say your name, but it is on screen down below. I am sorry. I butchered the heck out of your name. I know I did. Anyways, they said, I want to see someone successfully fake their death. I don't know how it would work, but something like how Kaido and Kokichi almost tricked Monokuma. That was such a cool case in Danganronpa V3. I agree. I would love to see this. I think that would be an awesome thing to happen in the Danganronpa game series. I haven't seen any fangan do that yet. Not yet. I haven't seen that happen yet. But seeing someone fake their death would probably be one of the craziest twists ever. And I would hope that that would happen around chapter 4 or 5. That would be super cool. Imagine if that happened in chapter 4. So instead of the big men dying, the big man actually survives. They fake their death. Oh, that'd be super cool, dude. I would love to see that. Yes. All right. Yo, my boy Mibibora. I'm on you. I'm not on you, but I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, so the next comment is from Leah, and they said, I want to see a flawed mastermind. A mastermind who ends up getting attached to the survivors, and at the end, they end up not wanting the killing game to continue anymore. Stuff happens, and the cast finds out that they're the mastermind, and there the mastermind ends up committing the S word. I can't even say it either because, you know, YouTube, due to immense guilt. So you want the mastermind to basically feel sorry for all of the survivors at the end of the game, and them to just basically give up on the killing game and just commit, and that's it. That would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That would be actually pretty awesome to see. That I didn't think of that. Y'all are coming up with some gems for real. I hope that's not a spoiler for SDRA 2, because I'd be very upset about that if it were. Please tell me it's not, right? Please tell me it's not. I would love to see this. I mean, and on top of that, the cast ends up being the mastermind. So whoever the remaining survivors are would end up being the masterminds of the game. And the mastermind isn't really the mastermind. You know what I mean? Like, they're not really the evil one. They were actually the good one, but everyone playing the game were the bad ones. That'd be a crazy twist. Wait, hold on. Where y'all come up with this kind of stuff? Where y'all find this? I like that one. That was a good one. So this one is from a not so good fox, Shsl the wolf. And they said, a double murder, but it was done by 2 different people. So the second murderer doesn't count. So everyone has to live with the fact that there is a murderer. Oh my God. I want to see that. That would be crazy to have to play the rest of the game knowing that there was a murderer. Oh my God. And then imagine if that murderer ended up escaping or surviving the rest of the killing game. Oh my God. And then that would be such a cool motive right after, because it's like, oh shoot, there's a murderer here and it's a known murder. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna let them survive, or is someone gonna kill them because they're gonna be so mad? You know what I mean? Oh my God, that could bring up some interesting plot points right there. Like, I definitely would love to see something like that or something similar to that. That'd be super cool. I like that idea. So this one is from Starberries, and they said, I want there to be a character that people truly despise with barely any fans, like Midori from Your Turn to Die. He isn't hated because of something perverted or illegal, and it isn't his looks either. Everyone just hates him because he's that evil, true. I want a Danganronpa character like that isn't boiled down to ooh-woo rat boy, you know? Ooh-woo rat boy. I agree. I don't know if that would ever really happen, because the way that the writing is in Danganronpa, you'd have to find somebody just completely horrible. Because I mean, like, even Junko Enoshima is loved. And I mean, look at that. Like, we should be hating Junko, to be honest. Like, she's like the most evil character in the game, but everybody loves her because of the look. She has the look that everybody wants to cosplay. You know what I mean? The only like super hated character is exactly what you mentioned in your comment that you said you don't want, is Haiji Toa. And he's the super perverted, weirdo, you know, file type person, and nobody likes him. So it'd be really hard to find a hated character in Danganronpa, like, you know, for Kodaka to write someone like that. Like, they just have to be horrible, completely horrible. Like, they'd have to be worse than Junko Enoshima. They'd have to be, I don't know, because you even said that you don't want them to be hated because of their looks. So it's just like, well, how else are you supposed to hate them? Like, it'd be tough. It would definitely be tough. So the next one is from Hydrazilla 98, and they said, here's something I think me and a lot of people like to see in a Danganronpa game: a killer surviving a trial. For example, in chapter 3 of V3, let's say someone else killed Angie and Kyo killed Tenko via seesaw. Imagine how the player and characters would feel knowing that one of the killers gets off scot-free because they committed a murder after another. Imagine how Himiko would feel if the killer of her friend is unscathed. I know, that'd be crazy. It'd create some decent conflict and could have interesting potential for future trials. I agree completely. That's a lot like Shsl the Wolf's comment, by the way. That is a lot like it. And yeah, I agree with you guys. I would definitely like to see something like that. Like I said before, it would definitely be interesting to see that. There'd be a lot of potential in that. And I think a lot of people would probably be shocked to see something like that happen. And it would break tropes. And that's what I want to see. Tropes broken. And I said that in my video, so definitely would help out. So the next comment is from Digiornogiovanna, and they said, Protag pretends to be just like the other students, but turns out to be Mastermind at the end. That would be crazy. That is something that I kind of wanted too. I don't think I said that in my last video or anything like that. I didn't bring that up, but I would love to see the Protag end up being the Mastermind. And I kind of predicted that for Penguin Rampa, but I think I'm going to be wrong in that series, which kind of sucks, but I would love to see that. I would love to see the Protag end up being the Mastermind. I've been trying to predict that in a lot of fan gans. Hopefully it ends up happening in a fan gan, but if it were to happen in the actual game, Oh my God, that'd be wild. That would be wild. So the next comment is from Nekomatsur, and they said, I want to see a female protagonist that doesn't get killed off. Don't we all? Don't we all? Don't we all want a female protagonist that actually survives? Right? We all want that. I really do think that if there is a new main series title, that it will have a female protagonist that survives, and it will be great. It will be very great. I think Kodaka is probably looking at the fan base and he's like, all right, y'all, I know I cucked you last time, so I'll give it to you guys this time. You know, I know Kamaru's a thing, but that was in a spin-off game, so I'm gonna give y'all this. And you really want a Kaide? That's too bad. Or what if he brought Kaide back somehow? I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would happen. But what if like Kaide really didn't die and like they brought her back? Let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. Let's go to the next comment. The next comment is from idioticrooster, and they said, I want a big character who is very shy or insecure about how they look. That would be a spin. I mean, yeah, I guess there hasn't been a big character that was shy or insecure, huh? I mean, Gonta is pretty shy, but I think that's because he can't really talk that well. But other than that, like Sakura was just kind of there. Nekomaru was really big and he was strong and he was athletic. Yeah, so yeah, we haven't had that, huh? Yeah, that would work. That would definitely work. I'd like to see a character like that. That would be cool. A very humble, shy character that's very big. That big guy. So like a big teddy bear, basically, is what you want. You want a big cinnamon roll. You can see that. I want that now. I'm begging for it now. That's almost like the ultimate imposter, though. Now that I think about it, it's pretty close to the ultimate imposter. Pretty close. So the next comment is from Chaos X32, and they said, what I want to see in terms of tropes being broken. Don't try and give us another Nagito / Kokichi, please. Have a buff character survive. Give us an actual double murder where two people kill each other at the same time. Don't make chapter 6 a slog to get through. I agree. What I do want, more scrum debates. I agree. And I think a lot of other people agree too, because it has 544 likes. I totally agree with all of those. I don't want to see another Nagito and Kokichi character. I would love to see a buff guy survive, or girl. And I would love to see a double murder where two people end up killing each other at the same time. That's kind of similar to SDRA 2 a little bit, where, you know, we ended up getting two. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Never mind. But yeah, that just reminds me of SDRA 2 a little bit. And chapter 6 is always a slog to get through on every Danganronpa game. Literally, if you've played Danganronpa, you know chapter 6 is infamous for being really boring. Being really boring. Like, literally, they just dump you with exposition. Like, the entire game, you're barely getting anything. They're not really talking much about the plot. You might get some plot here and there, but you don't really get plot until chapter 6, baby. Chapter 6 is where that exposition dump is just thrown on you, bro. They just dump that junk. You're a landfill and the garbage truck's coming, and that's Danganronpa chapter 6, and it's just like, here you go. Like, the next comment is from Tyler DTN709, and they said, one idea I have is an Afterlife FTE so that you can interact with the character even after they've died. Yes, yes, yes. I agree with this. Kind of like meeting them in your dreams so that you can learn more about them as the story goes on. Thank you. Thank you. Which would make this game, this whole game series, so much easier to get through. Let me tell you guys, you wouldn't have to replay the game 1,000 times, or you wouldn't have to play, you know, the end thing anymore. You could literally experience all the FTEs on the first playthrough, and that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Because I'm one of those people, I'm a one and done kind of guy. I don't really want to play the game 7,000 times to see all of the things. I just want to play the game once, especially if it's a visual novel. A visual novel isn't something that you can really replay a bunch of times. Like, after you've seen it and you've experienced it, you're pretty much done with a visual novel. So I would love to just experience it all on one playthrough, please. That would be amazing. So I agree with you. I would love to have some kind of FTEs where I can interact with the character after they died. It would be so cool. All right, so the next comment is from Pink Phantom, and they said, since it's confirmed that Rontaro was a Killing School Life participant before, I really, really want that we play as him in a different game. All right, I said this in my video with Keigo recently. The last video, if you guys saw that video with Keigo Kev, my boy, I had told Keigo, I was like, hey bro, I would love to see if there was any character in Danganronpa that could have gotten their own OVA or a spin-off game or something. I feel like it should have been Rontaro. Like, I would love to see Rontaro personally. I think he would be awesome. And apparently, Keigo was telling me that there's a fangan. I don't know if it's still in development or if it released or whatever, but apparently there's a fangan that follows Rontaro's killing school life. Apparently. I have not done my research on that, but Kev told me that. So I need to go look that up and see how that is or what exists for it. But I definitely would love to see something like that. I think Rontaro's killing school life would be interesting as hell, especially if you're able to play as him as the protagonist. I don't want to talk about it anymore because I'm getting too excited about it. So the next comment is from Mocha PZXXZ. And they said, I would love to see the perspective of the Mastermind, like a little Easter egg / secret chapter, which you could unlock by finding a certain amount of items or beating the game on the hardest difficulty. Oh, that would be cool. I'm getting excited about that one. I would also like to see more body types since there was once muscular, slim, and fat. Yeah, true. I'd like to see more body types too. A better social system where if you become really good friends with someone and gain their trust, they would defend you in trials and be on your side. I would love that. Like some kind of dynamic trials in some kind of way, dude. Like that would just affect the story in different ways. It would be super hard to do because it would be a ton of writing, but I would love to see that trust and distrust system actually become reality. That'd be cool. You could do this by gifting them their favorite food or reassuring them after trials. This may be in the game, but I haven't played them, but watched people play them, so please correct me. I think you're right. You're definitely right. You're definitely right. It isn't in the game at all. It's not in the games, but I would love to see all of that. I would love to see every idea that you just brought up right here. I was super excited when you said you would like to see the perspective of the Mastermind. Oh my God. Like if you could unlock that somehow. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. A more dynamic social system would be kind of dope. There was a game called Birth Me Code that I did cover on my channel, and it had something similar to that. And depending on, you know, what trust you got with certain characters, you know, you unlocked different endings and different routes and stuff like that. It was really cool. So although it would take a little bit more writing to do something like that, it's possible, especially if you have a team of people. I think Birth Me Code was made by like a couple people or one person. I don't remember. So it would definitely be possible with a team of people, with developers, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they could put something like that together. The next comment is from Cosiku, and they said, I would love to see alternate endings to class trials. When you fail at a trial, instead of getting a game over screen that doesn't really do anything, I want to see an ending where the wrong person is voted out and the blackened gets to leave the killing game. I want to see how the rest of the classmates get executed when the blackened succeeds, and it would also be different for each chapter. The reactions from the rest of the class when the blackened is revealed and the different class executions the rest have to go through, that would cause the player to restart the whole class trial if they lost, and that would get irritating, but this is just an idea I would like to share. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being an issue too. Yeah, like having to restart the whole class trial and such, like that wouldn't be fun. That wouldn't be fun at all. But I could definitely see something that they could do here. There's a couple of quality of life changes to that, but I think you're on the right path with that idea. I think you are. I do like what you're talking about here. The next comment is from Ivy Ella. What's up, by the way? They said, I would also love to see more than like 2 characters in the trials being helpful. Oh my God, yes. Just having Chiaki and Nagito or Byakuya and Kurogiri being helpful and everyone else being unhelpful and kind of dumb is frustrating. They are all supposed to be ultimates, and I'd love to see more characters being engaged and taking different roles in trials. I agree with this. I agree with this one a lot. On top of that, to add on to what you just said, I would love to see all of the characters kind of suck. I don't want one character to be like an ultimate detective or anything like that, or just being really good and just knowing everything. I want everybody to realistically just suck. They've never done anything like this before. They've never investigated. They've never seen deaths before. They've never been a detective. None of that. I don't want anything that could benefit them in any kind of way in this school killing game. I don't want them to have, because I want everybody to be at the same level. And then you could progressively see the characters getting better each trial. It would be so much cooler to see that progression instead of having, like you said, 2 characters carrying everybody through the entire game. That's super boring to see. It's annoying. I hated that about the game series. I would love to see all of the characters getting to know how to investigate and do class trials and getting better as the game goes on. You know what I mean? That would be so much better than that. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. The whole having a character like Nagito or Byakuya or Kirigiri or Kokichi, it's just like, come on, bro. Everybody needs to be at the same level. It's so annoying to see everyone just dumb and then those 2 characters or 3 characters being good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely agree with that. That was a really good one. Thank you for that comment. I love this one. Okay, so this one is from Lane Savella, Fiona Lanting. And they said, even if this doesn't get added in the Dangan games, I just want to see a game mode where all Danganronpa characters are in a neighborhood and they're all like married and stuff with kids. That's all I want to see. Oh my god, that is so sweet. That is super sweet. I would love to see something like that too. Some kind of way where you could bring the old characters back, you know what I mean? And if you're gonna have a new game like we're expecting with a new cast, I would love to have some kind of mode, kind of like how in V3 you got to see all the characters all in one game, right? So I want to see all those characters come back and maybe have like some kind of, you know, love hotel suite or something like that, or a what if, something like that. I don't know, something what if would be super cool, you know what I mean, with all the old characters meeting the new characters and stuff like that and interacting with the other characters. It would just be awesome. It would definitely be awesome. With that being said, I enjoyed all of your guys' comments that I looked so far. Like I said, I did heart a ton of comments. Oh my god, I hearted a ton. Like if you go on that video, there is a lot of comments with hearts. You could just keep scrolling down and see hearts on all of them. So I read a lot of your guys' comments. Thank you guys so much for the 1.3 thousand comments. Go ahead and run the numbers up on this video too. Truly appreciate that. Have an amazing day, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all have been awesome. The Ultimates are definitely like the best community on this planet. For sure. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have an amazing day. Deuces.
Hope will never die.